Hello all, we are going to go through the steps of how to make your glogster collage. Now remember, this is part 2 of your president assignment. I'm going to walk you through how to actually create the collage, and we'll go from there. I'm going to go ahead and log in, which is the top right hand corner, this login button right here. You're going to go ahead and use your username and password that you received yesterday. Okay, and now once you've logged in, you're going to be able to see your dashboard here, and what you're going to do is click right here on Create New Glog. Okay, and then from here you're going to be able to select the many different templates on your rubric, which I'm going to bring up really quick for you. This is going to be printed out for you, so you will be able to have that with you when you're making your collage. It doesn't say anything, doesn't specify on the layout, so you can be creative there. So you can go ahead and select the layout of your choice. And I'm going to select historical biography. So I'm going to select that template, and it's going to open. Alright, so now from here, everything is basically laid out, and you can alter this. All of this image, your image doesn't have to go here. This text doesn't have to go here. This image clearly will be changed. This is just a template, and it's a good guideline, so you don't have to waste time trying to worry how you're going to organize everything. So from here, everyone has already selected their president that they're going to be doing their report on and their collage on. So you'll have your rough draft with you, and you'll also have notes. For this demonstration, I have selected Martin Van Buren, since no one in the class selected that president. So what I'm going to do now is and like I said, you will have your information with you, but you can also search the internet for different images and additional text that you might want to add that might not have been in your report or might not be in your rough draft so far. So I've just selected these 2 websites. You need to make sure that you are keeping track of the websites that you use and the information used, because you will need to write that at the bottom of your glog as posted. Excuse me, as posted in the rubric. That's going to be 10 points, just putting the websites that you used at the bottom of your collage. Okay, so from here, let's say that I wanted to, let's see, add images, because you're going to have to search the images and then add them to your your desktop in order to put them on your collage. So to continue and add that image, what we're going to do is click right here. Your images that you've already saved from your documents are going to be present right here. So say I wanted to use this image right here. You can add a frame, and you can go through all these options, be creative. And let's see here. I'm going to go with this one right here. No, this one. Oh, this one. Okay. You select use that. Oops. Okay, now because I clicked the button twice, I have 2 images, so I'm going to go ahead and just select the one and just come right here, hit the trash can, and remove it. Okay, so say I'm going to put it, let's see, I'm going to minimize it, shrink it down a little bit, and let's see, maybe I want to put it right here. I'm going to go ahead and put the image right here. Let's see, turn it a bit. And I'm going to go ahead and delete this in the background. So I'm going to use this image with this frame that I've selected. Alright, and that's how you would add an image. You would continue doing that. Let's go back to the rubric, and keep in mind that you need at least 5 graphic images, such as maps, pictures of the president that you've selected, graphic related to his term in office, or what was happening in the country during that time. So if you had Abraham Lincoln, I mean, you could use certain graphics from the Civil War, other examples like that. And if you have any questions, keep in mind that I'll be walking around the entire time that you guys are working on this project, so you can ask me questions at any point in time. Alright, now let's get back to the collage, and I'm going to show you how to just edit the text here. Alright, so when you're editing the text, you're just going to select where the text already is and click right here for this alphabet. And it's going to bring up different fonts. You can change that, change the colors, anything you'd like. So I'm going to use this block right here to put the president's name. Alright, and if you would like, you can resize this if you want. Whatever you'd like to do, but when you're finished, in order to get out of this, you have to click this X right here. So you can now you can go ahead and resize this if you like it larger, like it smaller. Just keep in mind, be creative on this. This is your chance to express your creativity. So just be creative and make sure, again, like I said, that you are going off the rubric. So let's go ahead and review this just really quick. So right here, I have to make sure line 2 of the rubric must have president's name, the year served as president, and what number the president was. And what I mean by that is, for example, like Martin Van Buren, he was the 8th president. So I'm going to show you where I have that information. See, 8th United States president. That's the information that I'm referring to when I say the number of presidents. So maybe I could put another text box that says 8th president, or I could have this timeline with the years, and I could say when he was elected president. I could put 8th president right here underneath of his photograph. Just make sure that you are paying attention to the rubric and completing all of those lines on the rubric. Alright, so I've quickly added a few things. The 8th president right here. And then I've changed this so it says timeline now, and all you have to do is, for example, right here, go to the this alphabet, and then you can go ahead and change the text to whatever you would like. So I added one event here, starting off Martin Van Buren's political career. Now, one thing I have left out, meaning I haven't added yet, is the dates that Martin Van Buren was president. As our rubric indicates, I must include that. So I'm gonna go on from now and from here and just confirm that you guys have a good understanding of what to add here, because each president's different. Of course, they have all of their own unique information and images. So I'm going to show you really quick if you wanted to choose the option to add the video. So what you're going to do right up here to this plus right here, when you want to add anything that's not already on your collage, like this existing text box or this existing graphic title here, you're going to have to go to this plus sign, and you're more than welcome to explore all of these options here and see if there's any images you want to exchange out. So we're going to go to the video really quick and just make sure the video has to pertain to your president. So you could go to these YouTube videos, and if you have any problem with the school security not allowing you to visit these sites, then you're also allowed to you can search with your parents' permission at home, and then you can add the video at home, because whatever you don't get finished today will be homework. You'll need to finish this up for presentation day. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and search for Martin Van Buren and see if I find any videos. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and search there, and yeah, there's some videos here. So I'm going to go ahead and select a video. I'm not going to add a frame to this one. I'm going to select use it. It's going to pop up there on the collage, and I'm going to go ahead and drag it down to where the drop video image is. Now, before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and select what's already here, hit the trash can, move this over, minimize it a little bit so it fits in this this space here. And then now make sure, just like the rubric says, you need to make sure that you have clear titles for everything. So once I watch this video and confirm that it is what I want to use, I'll go ahead and change the title at that time. Notice also, while we're down here at this citation area, I do have on the rubric, let's go back and visit the rubric one more time, to include the websites used on the bottom of your collage. So I've already included those on the bottom of the collage here, and I would like you to do the same. Now keep in mind, if you don't add your sources, you'll get points taken off. Alright, so I think you all have a good idea of how to add things to your collage with the plus sign. You can add the text, graphics, images, audio or video, and now keep in mind that the video is an optional, and you would get 5 extra points for having a video that pertains to your president. Let's see, and you know how to remove things. Select it, then you can go to the trash can to remove it. You can edit the text right here. Let's see here. This button right here copies things. So if you wanted to make a second block like this, and then you can turn it a different way or something of that nature and edit the graphic as well. So I think you have a firm understanding of this. Keep in mind that I'll be walking around the class so I can answer any questions you may have. Now I'm going to spend the rest of the time here reviewing the rubric. This is the most important because I want to make sure that everyone gets 100 or 105. So we've already reviewed that you need 5 graphics or 5 images of your choice. Let's go on to the next. Now that's 20 points. To the next, you must have the president's name, the year served as president, and what number president he was. We've reviewed that already as well. So the next must include 3 text samples of significant events that occurred while the president was in office, such as accomplishments. You can also use examples of if the president was involved in any type of war, signed any type of treaty, if any amendments were passed during his presidency, what his U.S. or foreign policies were, acquisition of any territory if that was included. And keep in mind, you know, since your paper should be either in the rough draft phase or completed copy phase, you already have all this information. Essentially, by doing this collage, you're just compacting all your information into highlight key points, and then you have the graphics to kind of go along to make it interesting for your viewer. So let's continue. You need to include 1 fun fact about the president you find interesting. The collage should be organized with titles above each text example. It should be easy to read and free of grammatical errors. We've already spoken about the optional video. Let's see, and we've already spoken about the need to include the websites used in that you used in your collage. And the final point here is your presentation. Now at the end of class today, once everyone's been working independently getting started on this project, I will have on the whiteboard the assigned dates for each student, meaning which day they will be performing. So take note of that. Your presentation must be completed by that day, and you will be presenting that day. If you do not present that day, and you're absent without, you know, significant reasoning, if you don't present on the day that you're supposed to, you're going to lose that 20 points. If for some reason you know you're going to be absent, that's fine, and you can just present ahead of time. Make sure that if there's any issues with the day that you're going to present, you let me know ahead of time. Class, that concludes this tutorial of how to complete the assigned glogster collage requirement of this this presidential unit that ties into the essay that you have written. And we've also reviewed the rubric of how you're going to be graded. So please go ahead and get started. Back on our website, on our class website, you will find a link to the glogster page, so you can just go ahead, go to that page, log in like I had told you that was in the top right hand corner, and go ahead and get started. Keep in mind everyone's going to be working on their own pace. You need to be quietly working, and if you have any questions, please raise your hand. I'll be walking around the class to help you, so go ahead and get started.